Good morning. My demonstration speech today is going to talk a little bit about agoraphobia. I'm not going to teach you how to become agoraphobic, but rather, if you do suffer from having that fear of leaving spaces that are familiar to you, if that does cause some anxiety, I'm going to teach you ways to ground yourself and to come back into reality so that you can enjoy moments and enjoy people. So agoraphobia is just simply it's a type of anxiety of you leaving a space that you know and is familiar to you, going into a space that is unknown. So it could deal with crowds, it could deal with lines, it could be outdoor spaces, indoor spaces. It's just leaving what you know and going into what you don't know. If this seems familiar to you, if you suffer from any of these anxiety signs or symptoms, pay attention. I just might have a way to help you. The reason I got into this is because here I am. Here is a picture of me. I am at a family function, and if you notice, I'm holding an ice scooper. So while I'm at a family function, I volunteered to work behind the scenes to scoop ice because literally that was more enjoyable for me than to have to sit down and talk to people, my family, people that I know and love. And it was at that moment that I thought, this isn't normal, this isn't right. Let me figure out some ways and do a little bit of research so that I can be more present for people that I love. For instance, just this weekend, I was gifted by my husband with tickets to go see Queen in LA. And for 5 seconds, I was so excited. And then the fear and the anxiety set in, and I started worrying about traffic, about crowds, about lines, uh, just about being in spaces that I didn't know, surrounded by people I didn't know. And I started to feel some of that anxiety creep in. So, what I did is I changed what I could change. There are things in life that you're not going to be able to fix, but you can have a positive mindset. So, instead of worrying about all of the things that I couldn't control, I started taking note of the things that I could control. I started listening to their songs all week. I went out and bought a new shirt. Things that I could get excited about, I changed my mindset and I tried to be more positive. Now, once I got there, I'm not going to lie, the anxiety did creep in, but that's okay. These are normal reactions. Here's what we're going to do when we have a little bit of a setback. We are going to journal about it. So we're going to write it down, or as you'll see here, we can do a video conference for ourselves. We're going to journal about it so that the feelings aren't stuck inside. We're letting them out and they're not festering in. So once I got to the hotel, I started getting nervous.
You guys, why am I sitting here praying that this concert gets canceled tonight? I'm here. I bought a shirt. Why am I literally sitting here thinking, I hope something happens?
Normal feelings when you suffer from anxiety. Accept them and move on. Write them down, talk about them, and move on. So I made this video for myself so that I could watch it and say, okay, all of the things that you're concerned about, they are ridiculous. Just move on. The main thing that I do when I start to feel anxiety is I follow the rule of the 3-3-3. So we're going to start with our eyes. We are going to find three things in our vicinity and we're going to point them out. That puts us in a place spatially. So we are in a space because we see these three objects. Next, we're going to listen with our ears for sounds. We're going to pick out three sounds. The sounds ground us. It helps us internally to calm our feelings, to slow down our brain, and think about what it is that we're seeing and what we're hearing. And the third thing is you just move any part of your body. Fingers, arms, neck, shoulders. You just make yourself aware of your body and where you are in the space. listening to the sounds that you're listening to, that will bring your anxiety down. And it works very, very quickly. Here's an example of me doing that. After the concert lets out, surrounded by crowds, traffic everywhere, people yelling, here's what I do. I am looking around my space. I'm listening for the sounds. And then I move my body. I make myself aware of where I am, that I am centered, and whatever's going on around me does not have to affect me internally. The reason why this is so important is because we are worth having good opportunities and making excellent, fantastic memories. It's the only thing that we can take with us. And we are worth having those. We don't have to keep ourselves away from experiences because we start to feel the anxiety. There are things that we can do to help ourselves so that we are living a good life.
You did it.
Now, once you have accomplished a goal, it could be something very small. It could be not being the ice scooper at the family event, but rather you went and you talked to people. Celebrate your little victories. Here I am after the concert.
We went to a concert. We were around people. You even touched a person.
Be proud of yourself for your little accomplishments because they're not little to you when you have this anxiety. They're big deals. And I just want to end by saying, do you know how much that meant to me to be able to hear those words and to sit with those people and to have this experience because I allowed myself to do it and I taught myself how to calm myself down. It's all that we can take with us. Love yourself, be good to yourself, be good to others because you never know what battles they are fighting. Thank you so much for your time.